This video is going to show you how to create a flowchart in the Lucid Chart program. First, in the Google search bar, type in Lucid Chart. You're going to pick this lucidchart.com, and because you are a Boone County Schools, you should already have this program on your computer. Make sure that you are logged into your boone.kyschools.us account to be sure that this does not work. And you want to create a new chart. We're going to click New, Lucid Chart Document. You'll notice that there are various symbols for the flowchart. Some of the main ones you're going to use are the process. That's where the different steps of the flowchart occur. This is a very important one. This is a decision. So you have to make a yes or no, a true or false, a one or two decision. You're going to use this diamond shape. And the terminator is the start and stop to your flowchart. So this is where it starts and where it ends. These are the main three that you're going to use: process, decision, terminator. You can scroll through these others, and just by hovering over them, you can see what each of these does. However, for this exercise, just concentrate on these three. There is one other thing that you're going to need, and that's the line command. This is how you connect different steps together. You can also add text, so make sure you see this text key button here. So let's get started. I'm going to drag a terminator over into the window, and then I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to change this to start. Then I'm going to pick a process step. I'm going to drag that over there. I'm just going to drag it right below. I'm going to call this process. Now I need a line to connect these two. I'm going to drag the line over, put it where I want it to start. And I can just manipulate these by dragging them, and you'll get the hang of that. So now I'm going to start here, and then we're going to enter into a process. I'm going to change this process to load part. This is a machine example. Now I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to grab the decision icon. I'm going to put it below there. I'm going to add a text arrow. A process arrow. Connect these two. Now, need to make a decision. I'm going to drag another arrow down to the bottom of my decision making. I'm going to stretch this down a little bit. So now you can see that I have a decision block here, and I can either go from this direction or this direction. Now if I double click on this arrow, you can see double click to add text. I'm going to consider this one. Try that again. Double click. call this yes. Cursor so you can see. I'm going to call this one no. And then I'm going to simply add another terminator down here. I'm going to call this terminator stop. So if the answer to the decision is no, it's going to stop. And I'm simply going to recycle this one. So that if the answer to my decision is yes, then I will reload the part. So you can see the process here. Start, load a part. You can only follow the arrow so that I'll make a decision. If it's yes, I will recycle back up and follow this loop. And if the answer to the decision is no, then I will stop. So a very generic chart here to show a hypothetical process. So let's put one together now that I had done previously. And I call this one how to put away tools found on a workbench. So here's my process. I'm going to make this larger so that you can see it. Okay, so here's an example of a one that it's well thought out. I start here where it says start, and then I go follow the arrow. I can only go in the direction that the arrow points. So I pick up a tool from the bench. And then you can see that I can only go in the direction of an arrow. So here's a decision-making box. Is this a hand tool? Well, suppose it is. I'm going to say it's a hammer. So answer is yes. Come over here. Is in another decision box. Is it clean? So is the hammer clean? If the hammer is clean, then I follow the yes arrow. Bring this down. I place the tool in the proper drawer. And I can only exit from here in this direction. And go over to here, and I have another decision box. Are there more tools? If there are no more, I'll follow the no, and I will be finished. However, let's just say there are more tools. So I go back to yes. I go up and I pick up the next tool from the bench. Is this a hand tool? Yes. Is it clean? This time I'll choose no. It is not clean. I'm going to use a solvent and a cloth to clean it. Again, I can only follow the direction of the arrow. Place the tool in the proper drawer. Following the tool again. Are there more tools? Yes. I go up, pick up the tool from the bench. Is this a hand tool? Let's select no this time. So this is going to be a drill. It's not a hand tool any longer. I'm going to put the item on the cart to return it to lost and found. Are there any more tools? No. Then I am finished. So here's a little example of a flowchart that describes how to put away tools found on the workbench. Again, the important things to remember here are the oval-shaped blocks are your terminators, start and end. The rectangular blocks are inputs, and the diamond-shaped blocks are decision making. And you can see you can have multiple loops. You can make a decision, go back, and go back around to the beginning again. Many different loops possible. So that is an example of a flowchart in Lucid Chart.